I'm Pat. I'm from a Thai family, but I don't think that I'm a pure Thai because I heard that my mom is Thai Mon and my dad is Thai Chinese. That is the reason why he asked me to call him Tia, which should be a kind of Chinese language. I call my mom Mẹ like other Thai people. My hometown is in a small village not far from Bangkok called Samut Songkhram. People there still live their life very simple like other rural area of Thailand. People in the community, they call each other like their family members like aunt, uncle, grandpa, grandma, even they are not relative at all. The area is not far from Bangkok, but the people speak little different dialect from Bangkok people. For myself, I can't speak that dialect because since grade 7, I moved into Bangkok. My society changed. I have many friends who are from Bangkok and they speak like Bangkok people. So that's now how I speak. At home, my family call me Nu, means little mouse and cute mouse because I'm the youngest daughter in my family and also I was small that time. And also this word is a word when a girl addresses herself when she speaks to adult. So with this name and my figure, it sounds suit me very well. Since I grew up, my social status changed. My nickname Nu still remain. My family, my old friends, and people from my community, they still call me Nu because we have known each other for a long time. But for my customers, my colleagues, my subordinates, I prefer them to call me Pat, which is my full name in short, because I would like to keep some distance. In my life, I experienced 4 languages. The first one is Thai language, which I use at home. The second one is Japanese language. The third one is English. And the last one is Chinese. But today, I will talk about only 3 languages, which is Thai language. I mentioned earlier, the second one is Japanese and English. For Chinese, I only took 30 hours course of Mandarin. I didn't have any chance to use that language with anyone, so better not talk about it. It's time to sing hello to you. My interest in Japanese language started when I was in the 4th year of university because I studied chemistry and Japan, one of the biggest investor in chemical business in Thailand that time. So everyone in my major, they would like to work in Japanese company because money, and I was the one too. So I started enroll in Japanese class. My teacher was a native Japanese, but she used Thai language to speak to us. For myself, I tried to speak Japanese to her, and I was lucky. After I graduated, I got a job in a Thai Japanese joint venture company. I got a chance to use my Japanese with my Japanese colleague. My daily routines with my Japanese colleagues, we used all 3 languages, Thai, English, and Japanese. Some of you may have questions. Do you also use Thai language with the Japanese colleagues? Absolutely, because all those people, they had to take Thai language course when they are in Thailand so that they can communicate with Thai people. For me, so both of us, I mean myself and Japanese colleagues, we use all the majority is English, but we use Thai language and Japanese language to fill the gap, to try to help us understand each other. Sometimes Thai English and Japanese English, we don't understand what each other is saying. Like one case, the topic was holiday. He was trying to tell me he went somewhere by car, but when he tried to say that, like, I went, and that he got stuck because he didn't know how to say that he went by car. So immediately I said that kuruma de ikimashita. Then he said, yes, yes, that's it. So we understand each other. So my purpose of using Japanese language with my colleagues is just to maintain our conversation. All right, let's talk about English. I look back from the past until now. I just realized that the way I use English to different people, different contexts, different situations are all different. Let's start with young English. When I was young, everyone knows your first time studying English. You study from textbooks and your English is English from textbook. Who you speak to? Your teacher. Only in class. We didn't have any chance to use English with anyone else. So we take it from the book during the class time and then we return it to the book at the end of the class time. Hello, everybody. I can say that my real use of English was when I got the job the first time, and I used that with my Japanese colleague, like I said before. The English that we used was very simple, but more we talk on like technical terms, chemical technical terms, like we should study interaction between anionic head and the non-ionic tail of the surfactant. That kind of all technical words that makes, but actually it's easy for us to understand because we are doing the same thing, we understand the same thing. Hello, everybody. There was sometimes too that we had to present our work to our boss, the managing director, the one who doesn't have a chemical background. So instead of saying we should study interaction between anionic head and the non-ionic tail of a surfactant, we have to change the word, like we should study interaction between negative charge and neutral part of a detergent. So that kind of language or word that we chose help the director understand about what we are doing, because what the technical term didn't show any picture for him. What he saw in our experiment only like water. He didn't see any molecules is moving in the water. I found that the English that I used started changing when I got myself exposed to other people outside of the laboratory. All the technical terms was still there because I was still in chemical business. But when I had to discuss with our supplier companies, the representative from our supplier companies, most of them are from European countries. I need to learn more, mostly like Lexis, the new word getting into my memory, like FOB, pack size, and minimum order, that kind of new Lexis and new genre as well. We need to start negotiating about the price with when I was in laboratory. I didn't do that. Not only genre that changed, also the English that I use also changed. I mean different. When I use English with my Japanese colleagues, it was like we were friendly, so we use very informal language together. And then when I spoke to our suppliers, I had to keep some distance between the company because I was the representative of the company. So for example, when I say to supplier, I will say that could you please clarify that point? But when I say the same thing to my colleague, I may say like, I don't understand. Again, please. That's it. When I got my job, as a trainer. Now again, my status has changed because as a trainer and the other person, all the foreigners, they are trainees. So the first time we met, we all are all new to each other. So I use like more polite language to them because we didn't know it, we never known each other before. But I try, after a few days, I try to accommodate them and then adapt and be friendly with them, and then the language that I use will be less more for informal, because I understand that these people, they have come from far away from their home countries, and if they don't have anyone who is friendly to them and uh, help them, so they feel like homesick and then they would like to go home. It's time to sing hello. But after they finish my training course, again the status change. I will be someone who will be around helping them, solving problem issues that they have, and they will be a teacher. So our relationship will change a little bit. I mean, the role is changing. So sometimes I act as a boss, sometimes I act as a friend, sometimes I act like someone who is very cruel. For example, I had one guy. He was a bit older than me. At the beginning, he was so nice, but after a few days, he got to school. Actually, there was no problem at all, but just himself. He didn't want to continue at the school. He was claiming his right to leave the school. He used the languages like, is it's polite, but very far. It's very distant language. So I act the same thing. I use I took the role as the boss that time, and then I use very formal language with him, formal and polite, so that I can keep distance, and then we can finish the case professionally. And another time I remember, he was a guy from, if I'm not wrong, he is a Scottish. He was young. He was like 21 years old. He just graduated from university. He came to Thailand just to spend some time, like 1-2 months. So he took a training course, and I was the one who trained him the Thai culture. That was the first time for him to travel abroad. What happened to him was he got dehydrated, and I was the one who took him to the hospital, be with him and try to speak to him, be friendly. And the when you are sick and you are not at home, you feel very very lonely. So I play another role to be with him so that he feel better, until after he got better, he said that, Pat, you are like my holiday mom. Immediately, I became older than my age. But anyway, I love you, Pat. You, all the people that we know. Well, you can see that I use all those languages with different people, different situation. For Thai, I use at home with something like very familiar, very friendly, because they are my family. When I use it at work, I use it with customer, and I keep distance between my customer. The way I speak to my customer, I keep distance the way I use Thai with my subordinate or my colleague. For Japanese language, I use most of the time with my Japanese colleagues, and we use it for the purpose of filling the gap when we don't understand each other. So that language play the role to help people to understand each other. And I use English, different levels of English in different contexts, different situations, different genre that I use when I play different roles in this society. And different people too. So it's actually a real fun to use all this language with different situation. You need to choose and you need to think about it. Is it good or not? this kind of. So thank you for your attention, and let me know how do you think about it. Thank you.